Happy Monday, everyone. Today I'm going to have a little chat about what it means to be a successful artist. And I'm really interested in hearing what your viewpoint is on this important topic because I had an art panel chat the other day on Mastrius, and the topic of discussion was on imposter syndrome. But the subject of what it means to be a successful artist came up in the conversation. And there I got some interesting feedback from people, and I was a little surprised because I view things slightly different than some of the people that were on that discussion, and we all have our own take on what it means to be success. And I really am interested in hearing what your ideas are. And I thought I would just come on here and talk about what my ideas are and how I feel about it and the path that I've chosen as an artist. For many artists, success number one that came up was getting into an art gallery or art galleries. And I did that at one time. I was fortunate. I didn't get into all the art galleries that I wanted. Some rejected me, and others did accept me, and I had a good time. And I found it just wasn't my way. I understand why they work really well for a lot of people. And for me, I decided to go it on my own and open my own studio up to the public and do my teaching here, my working here, and selling online. That's just my way. I was interested in having that one-on-one connection with the people that bought my paintings. So it's not for everyone because it's a lot of work, and you kind of work 7 days a week, and it's just how it goes. That's one avenue that a lot of artists feel they have reached a certain level when they've gotten accepted into galleries. And that's a whole other topic that I'm not going to talk about right now because a lot of people have rejection a lot, and that's a different topic altogether. So, is that your take on success as an artist? Because if it is, I'm in big trouble. If that's what it means to be a successful artist, is to be in galleries, multiple galleries. Interesting, isn't it? And another subject that came up, or topic in this success, is selling paintings. And you will be a good artist if you sell well. And this really made me very sad because I've been in the business for 25 years. And I am very glad that I did not base my success on that statistic because it's a crazy business. And art is not something that is a prerequisite to live, although I kind of believe it is. I think you have to have good art in your life in order to reach a bit of happiness. I think it's good for your health and good for your well-being to have art. But when it comes down to putting food on the table and paying your rent, then obviously people are not going to be buying art. So through the years, I've had great success with selling, and I am incredibly grateful for that. And then things happen, and suddenly I don't sell for a long time. And so that's a whole different topic because a lot of my clientele are from Alberta. And when the recession hits the Alberta economy, my sales drop. So if I had that as my guide to whether or not I'm successful, I would be in big trouble because it will never always be a successful sales year. So keep that in mind that COVID hit and nobody was buying art from me anyways. During COVID, during the pandemic, when everybody was staying home and nobody was buying online art, many art galleries weren't able to keep their doors open and had to close down for good because art wasn't a big seller during the pandemic. People had other things on their mind. So if that is going to be the criteria as to which I put my success or lack of success, that would be big trouble. And it is also a slippery slope if you base your art on work that will sell. Because sometimes you are going to be painting abstracts or something out there or something that you love and that speaks to you, and it will not speak to the public. Most often, I will find my favorite paintings that I do are ones that don't sell. And I think they're great paintings and it'll sell right away. I put it up and it hangs on the gallery wall for years. And other paintings that I think will not sell, that are just average or okay, they meet my standards, but I don't think they're anything extraordinary. Guess what? Those are the ones that sell right away. So you can't base your art on what the market will buy, because you will wind up with stagnant paintings. And I've known artists that have sadly gone the route of painting what sells, and it is not a gratifying thing. So just paint what you love, and if you have to find alternate income, multiple streams of income is what somebody recommended that I do in order to be a successful painter. And that made sense to me, because my definition of being a successful painter is doing what I love every day, painting what I love and painting what I want and painting what comes out of my brush. Number one, that's success as an artist. Number two, it has to do with the lifestyle and supporting that lifestyle in order to be able to put myself in front of the easel when I want and when I can. It's not a complete everyday painting thing. I have marketing to do, and I have teaching to do, and I have, grocery lists to make and all that stuff that everybody else has to make. I do have to make a living. And so I have to work at other things sometimes when the sales are down or when I don't have as many art students. There's a whole other thing there, but my lifestyle is the one I've chosen. And it's a simple lifestyle. I don't spend a lot on other things because I want to be able to do what I love. So if you're the type of person that needs a lot of things and you like shopping and you like going on big trips a lot, then maybe being an artist is not for you, because there are times when being an artist has to be the end all and be all for you, because the trips have to sometimes go on hold. Not always, but sometimes. So that's another side. My lifestyle, my being able to create what I want when I want. My lifestyle is laid back and easy. And I get great students. That to me is a success, because I love my students and I'm very proud of their work, and they come to my studio every week or online. I have students online as well, and we get to talk art. And now I'm delving into the Mastriest mentorship program, and I can't wait to get to meet more new art people and have more students in the world where I can talk art. My next mentorship group is actually starting on May the 15th, and there are still spots available. So if you are resonating at all to what I'm saying today, consider joining up for my group, because we're going to talk about a lot of things like this. We're going to talk about art, composition, line, shape, value, all that stuff, but we will also talk about the artist's life and what is valuable to be an artist. And the other thing that I am grateful for, I find success, is that my life is filled with art in many areas. My own art, my students' art, and I get to see art in art galleries. I am part of the art world, which for me, to be a part of that is success. And I want to tell you too, I know I'm running past my 10 minutes, but My life is not perfect. It is not easy being an artist. And last year, when I had my health issues and I couldn't paint, I was ready to close down my business and quit teaching and quit painting. That was just last year. And I've been at this for a long time. So sometimes it gets really, really hard. And that's where what I talked about last week, having an art community around you, is very important. Because it's not easy. We have mortgages to pay and things that we have to put money towards. So you do have to make some money, but that is not the definition of a successful artist in my eyes. And I want to just do one more minute here talking about Clyfford Still, who is one of my favorite painters. He's an abstract expressionist from the United States, and he knew his paintings were so great that he refused to sell them. He did not go into art galleries. He kept almost all of his work. He sold a few pieces throughout his career, but for the most part, he kept his entire collection and taught in universities in order to make a living for himself and his family. And at the end of his life, he left his collection of art to whatever city would agree to build a museum to house his paintings. And as it turned out, those paintings are now in the city of Denver. They built a fantastic Clyfford Still Museum. And to me, that is what success is. He didn't sell. He didn't go into galleries. He didn't show or exhibit his work. He totally did it his own way. Bravo. And I'm not saying that we're all that talented or our paintings are that good, but I want you to find your own path and don't base your success on money or galleries, in my opinion. What do you think? Please drop me a note because this is an important topic and I want to hear from you, okay? So I have gone way over my 10 minutes, so I will cut it now. But please come back next week. Please drop me some notes. Follow me on YouTube if you're not already doing so. And I hope you'll sign up for my Mastrius group coming up May 15th. Okay, bye for now. Thank you for being here. Bye.